for here. I'm going to try to help our defensive backfield a little bit. Sign Justin Coleman. Never mind. His home coverage is not what I like. What I think the Panthers are doing. How are you? This is more like it. I'm running dangerous with the points. I'm not going to push it too far. So far I've signed Alex Collins, Dante Moncrief, Kevin Hogan, and Devin Kennedy. I have cut Jonathan Stewart, and I have moved Shaq Thompson over to the right outside linebacker spot, and Devin Kennard has been signed to fill the left outside linebacker spot. And that's what's going on so far. Let's go in and Madden, when you start like this, the AI takes care of your scouting up to a certain point. So we are going to go scout some people. And we're going to start in the defensive end spots. Not a lot of talent in this class. There's a lot more talent in our actual class. Add him. So I'm not gonna go too hard scouting them. Line class this year, I was hoping for better. So we're gonna bring in TJ Ward for 1 year. We'll see if he pans out. You right up here, number 1. Number 2. No, this is not our franchise. I have started another franchise to pass the time and show how I would build the Carolina Panthers house. Well, it's all the same, guys. Alright, so I feel like I have a pretty solid draft board set. Anything done else here is going to be just extra. So let's go ahead and get the draft started.
The Browns are now on the clock.
I'm going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit.
All right, now that the pick's
So the
in,
Browns
let's go
took
to
a
Adam.
quarterback
Adam, what
and
can
a
you tell
wide
us about this
receiver.
guy?
I think he has the ability to be one of those impact players at tight end for this team. If you look at what he did in school and at the combine, you'd see a complete
Let's
tight
see
end
who's
that can
on our
line up
draft
with his
board.
hand on the ground or as a receiver
Craig
and make
Marsh
plays
is
from
here.
either position. He has the strength to block defenders in the NFL,
Solid.
but
Let's see
also
what
the size and hands to be a
others-
complete
well, we have
mismatch
other strong
for opposing
safeties available,
defenses.
so
Plugging him into the team's lineup
Craig
can result
Marsh,
in an
he's
instant boost in the run and
a slow
pass game.
development,
He's got
but
that kind of potential.
he's pretty good in coverage, and he's a fast guy. And a pretty
The
solid
Falcons
tackler.
are now on the clock.
It's a not too badly disappointing first round pick.
The Vikings just made their pick. Adam, what can you tell us about him?
His draft stock took a hit at his pro day when he failed to look natural in any of the drop back and ball reaction drills. As Matt Miller put it, it looked like the sun was in his eyes every time he turned around to look for the ball. Sometimes the receiver would break to the right, but he would go to the left too many times. Think with enough coaching, he can sharpen his ability to play in single coverage. We'll see if he becomes a starter at some point.
Yeah, and I asked you yesterday about Roquan Smith because if you go and look at Draft Tech's mock draft, they currently have Roquan Smith falling to number 19, and then they turn around and take Isaiah Wynn in the second round, I think.
The Jets are now on the clock.
That's a good pick. He will be starting over Speed Bump McGee, Matt Khalil, left tackle.
The Packers are now on the clock. Miles is off the board. Adam, what do you have on him?
We've seen him do everything this offseason a rookie quarterback should do, except throw. Back at the combine, he elected not to throw in passing drills, choosing to wait until his pro day. However, just before his pro day, he tweaked his shoulder while
We are in
practicing
the
the planned
third
workout.
round.
Only teams who brought him in for private workouts were able to test his arm up close. My guess is they were one of those teams, and they were happy with what they saw. We'll have to wait and see how long it takes for him to become a starter in this league.
Well, from what I've heard, the biggest knock on him was his tape from the first half of the SEC, or I'm sorry, the first half of the Rose Bowl and the first game against Auburn.
The The Vikings are now on the clock.
Which, of course, that's, you know, that's 2 games, but in the NFL, that's enough to knock you
Showing
down.
up to the combine
Knock you
overweight
down
and then
like
turning
that.
a subpar performance caused him to plummet in several mocks leading up to the draft. Most of the scouts I spoke with could not understand how this kid could let himself go as he neared the most important day of his playing career. This led to several others questioning his mental integrity, willpower over food,
For a
and
third
passion
round
for the
pick,
game.
he's
I can only imagine his
not
new
terrible,
team
but
will have him on a plane tonight to meet with its
not what I'd have
nutritionist
liked.
and strength and conditioning team, likely to get him into a regimented routine within a week. When in shape, he's the kind of player that can make a true impact at the NFL level, but he has to avoid eating himself out of the league, a trap that so many rookies have fallen into in the past.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
He's not a bad guy.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock.
Yeah, I can see that, but I mean,
The Panthers.
that
are
was
now on
one play in a big game, and from what I can gather, he played really well in that game. Being blocked by a wide receiver, it's gonna happen. Ridley, he's a pretty good technique player, so he.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Wow, that's interesting. Corey Payne, 6'7", 244 pounds. He might end up backing up Charles Johnson this year. Maybe take over
The
next year.
Seahawks are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
Okay, so I believe that's my last pick of this year. So we'll just see how our team panned out. So with quarterbacks, I have Kevin Hogan and Cam Newton in my quarterback room. Alex Collins, Christian McCaffrey, and Cameron Armstead. Alex Armoff is my free safety. Fullback. Devin Funchess, Dante Moncrief, Russell Shepard, Chris Samuel, Tyrone, Billy Keaty, Dinar Hinton, and Damian Bird. Receiving core. Don't currently have another tight end. Julius Dorsett has been added along with Shaheen Blaylock to my left tackle group. Andrew Norwell, I have re-signed. David Yankee, I have re-signed. Ryan Khalil and Tyler Larson are back. Trey Turner and Dorian Johnson. And Daryl Williams, and Taylor Milton. And of course you got K1 Short and Vernon Butler, Kyle Love. Probably gonna sign a couple of drafted defensive tackles because why not? Linebackers, not much change there. I have signed an outside linebacker to back up Shaq Thompson. And unfortunately I didn't get to make any changes to my cornerback. Kept most of my guys in the house, but I wanted to make some upgrades. Craig Marsh is my good safety. And my good media has to say about things.
You've been a very successful businessman, made a lot of money, and now you own an NFL franchise. How will that translate into winning games in this league?
Let's see if I can go in and fix this. There, how's that? You went unassigned, so we're just going to go ahead and bring you back for a year. I am, of course, going to sign an undrafted free agent. Look good. Bring in some tight ends. Whoa. He becomes such a poor run blocker. We're just gonna stay away from you. You'll work. Let's see. Sign some backup for strong safety. That's what I need to do. Don't want our resident Superman getting hurt. Let's go ahead and just start depth card increase, because I don't want any of my starters hurt. Offensive line for the preseason. Try to keep Lee healthy this season. I forgot the science of defensive tackles, so we're going to go ahead and go science of defensive tackles. I noticed mine were all good, so if you would go check yours and make sure that you have third-party audio in, because I think that's also a permissions type thing. Yeah, I have my chat do the same thing. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump in and see what we can get done.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Panthers going up against the Chiefs. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A minute ago, Arrowhead was rocking. The offense led out by all-pro tight end Travis Kelce as the Chiefs get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, highly decorated out of Stanford, Kevin Hogan.
Kevin Hogan's a tough, mentally tough competitor who's worked really hard on his delivery. Had a long
we should be good to go.
Worked hard to tighten it up, make it more compact.
As soon as you knock out your preseason game,
necessary in the NFL.
I'll jump back on the live stream once I get done here, and we'll get it going.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
brings up second down here. Play clock winding down. To throw on second down. Hogan. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right.
Devin Funchess is looking a little bit like Antonio Brown to start off the game.
He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Hogan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down.
Oh, my God. And
it's the former Tar Heel and longtime Panther great, Julius Peppers. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
That's partly my fault, too. I held the ball way too long.
Second down, Collins. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And the play clock's running down. Hogan now. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away.
Pretty good punt by Michael.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Hunt, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. They run again with Hunt. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Let's see. He got drafted in 20.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And an interception.
Hogan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Partner, was that Justin Houston breaking up a pass on his own drop there?
It was indeed the former Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, normally what we talk about with him, rushing the passer. That's where he's really earned his reputation. But showing here he can be a complete player with that great speed of his. 17
yards is the pickup there for number 17.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Julius Peppers in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This is taken at about the 14. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll power his way out near the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game. A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a gain of 6. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
You don't need to understand me, man. It's essentially just a lot of incoherent rambling and getting mad over self-inflicted mistakes. Like that one.
Now the ball comes loose.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Chiefs have it. They do.
You know, this is the regular season partner. We've been talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors
has done nothing in this game. He really hasn't. In fact, his only catch was for a 4th and 1.
And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
That goes for a...
Is that any better?
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Evades him at the 20, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This is the running back, Powell.
So I get done with Alex Smith, and now I have to deal with Patrick Mahomes.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Actually, I'm not. He's currently benched right now so that I can keep my stuff.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Keep the filthy, flea-ridden Bulldogs out of this. How about that?
Mahomes now to throw. And he just throws this one away.
Probably could have
Smart
run
decision
that,
here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet.
I don't know. I don't
Flying to
know
the
if there's a
football. I'm
roster
telling you, it's
update
almost
that I've
11 to the
missed,
ball
but
on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second and goal from the one. Now they'll toss here to Powell. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Bilal Powell punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
But mostly what it has to do with is if I was to use a custom roster, I would be starting at the beginning of the 2017
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
I'm in the same boat as you, man.
Now back to throw.
See Andy Reid connected with a quarterback like that can actually throw the ball deep.
He's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
We're gonna keep
a big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Oh, he dropped.
Let's see what I can do about that. Is this any better?
They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That was a classic.
Can you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Forced out to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down into Panther side. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks.
Good.
You know, every time we talk with people about
But I called them dirty, flea-ridden bulldogs because that's what they are.
Really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
To the right side, caught by Saleh. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And some space here. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Now here's Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
Good God, DeMarcus Robinson is killing me.
Down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Here's Powell.
Nah, I won't. I just won't. I'll call UCF the national champions before I call them that.
This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't have anything to say about it. It's weird.
Field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
It's the preseason. What the hell? We're just gonna go whoosh with it.
Puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if
he's only got 1 completion, but he has made it count.
Certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That was a nice throw by him.
on any given pass, but you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left.
And that's almost intercepted.
Throw the football for a nice first down.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free.
This quarterback of mine, Borland, he likes to fit it into some tight windows.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 29. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How about the timing?
Nah, not sour grapes. I mean, I personally feel like the result would have been a whole lot different if, you know, if a couple teams were completely healthy. And it may sound like a lot of shoulda, woulda, coulda, but and not to take anything away from Georgia, you've got one of the better running backs in the country on the second go-round. Was far from 100%, and
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And that'll be incomplete.
And yeah, just, you know, just general, not sour grapes, but sort of.
I think the secondary has to be singled out there.
I don't know what to call it, but not wishful thinking, but
This one, they'll force another incompletion.
This will be caught inside the 10.
like I said, I just wish there wasn't. There were so many things late in the season that happened that it just.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
It's going to be interesting for Georgia next year, certainly, how they play now that they are the hunted, not the hunters.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out, and the Panthers in for the score. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Gano out to kick this one away.
I believe the statistics call that Dak Prescott, but
and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
but let me also ask you, how many tight window throws did he make in the playoffs?
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth. You know, 'cause you always hear about the smaller running back. Like, it's lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind a big offensive lineman, the defensive line guy's trying to find him, trying to peek around.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I'm not so sure because, you know, UGA had a good class, but there were a lot of other really talented classes, and, you know, 8 5-stars is great, but odds are one of those guys is not going to pan out.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25.
And you never know who's just waiting in the wings and doesn't have a lot of stars beside their name because they went to a smaller school and didn't get a whole lot of exposure, and they end up being a revelation at their position. Wow.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find something to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump
Yeah, that statistic.
Trying to get back into the game.
You know, I'd be interested to see the adjusted one to account for drops.
You may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk. This is a big decision here.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and got some big space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that.
All right, so know pretty well what we're going to get from this game. So we're going to go ahead and end it. I'd like to see just what happens. And we do get killed. It's
Ford Field. They're into the fourth quarter now. The Lions have scored again, widening their lead even further. Jonathan Stewart, a touchdown run to help.
all right. That was week 1 of the preseason of the 2018 season for the Carolina Panthers. Well, I mean, that's all I've been doing is giving Smart credit. Like I said, they had to do what they had to do to get to the game, and you know, it's evident that he's the main recruiter for Nick Saban whenever he was at Alabama. I mean, and frankly, consistently winning championships is all about recruiting, because if you don't have the kind of depth that you need to win the games, you're not gonna. And that all falls back on recruiting, and that falls back on the coach's skill and ability to win a game. It's weird. Alright, you guys, so that's going to be it for this live stream. Well, I'm going to pick up here in a little while with most likely another video on the upcoming free agents and a position group for the Carolina Panthers. And until then, you guys, I will see you later. Do not forget to like, and subscribe. This has been Common Man Reviews, signing off.